Wow, wow, wow. Look at this crowd. Elon Musk, where are you? Bring your ass over here so you can see who's here and what we're doing. We're not afraid of you.
Democrats are going crazy as Elon Musk continues to expose the corruption within the federal government. So Elon Musk responds to suggestions of investigating politicians worth millions of dollars. And FEMA gets cleaned out as the layoffs begin. Now, I got a ton of updates for you guys today, but real quick, just want to say thanks so much for hitting the like button. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let's go ahead and start with these Democrats who are basically inciting violence against Elon Musk.
Some Virginia and Maryland representatives are taking part in a rally outside the Treasury Department. They are taking aim at billionaire Trump advisor Elon Musk and his access to the Treasury Department's payment system. As you know, Musk leads a controversial group called DOGE, approved by the White House, but not approved by Congress. The mission of DOGE is to improve government efficiency.
Elon Musk, where are you? Bring your ass over here so you can see who's here and what we're doing. We're not afraid of you. We know that you are the co-president now of the United States of America. But ladies and gentlemen, I want you to follow very closely what he's doing and how he has done it. First of all, we're here at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. What is it? This is so important. Prior to this being organized in the Dodd-Frank reforms, consumers didn't have any place to really file complaints. They didn't have anywhere to go when the biggest banks in America was ripping them off. The student loans were being undermined. They didn't have any place to go. But guess what? The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau was organized in a way to deal with people who are the victims of fraud by the biggest corporations in America. And so, what do? They're holding mega banks accountable for violating the law. They're protecting service members from illegal fees, high interest loans, and false advertising. Stops discrimination in housing and the U.S. economy, protects students from scams. Why does Elon Musk want to get rid of all of this? Because he's a thief. He's a gangster. He brings his billionaire friends along with him because they think that they can take over this country. And Trump has said, you give me enough money, you can have it. And that's what he has done. He has turned over our country to Elon Musk. We didn't elect him. We didn't select him. We didn't ask for him. And we don't want him. And so, if he thinks we're pushovers, he got another thought coming. We are prepared to fight. We're prepared to fight. And while he is collecting all of the data, he has violated our privacy. He has violated our privacy, and he keeps going. Well, you know, we fought him over at Treasury. Remember, he took his little gangsters in, and they stole our private information. And we organized in the way that we're doing today. He was surprised as hell. He didn't know that we would come together in the way that we're doing. USAID, he went in there, why did he go? It is my understanding he was already under investigation by you. And so he went in there to steal all of the records, to get all of the data. But guess what? It's something bigger going on with him and Trump.
Don't you find it funny that these politicians claim that they're not afraid, and yet they're doing everything that they can to stop investigations into where taxpayer dollars are going? Something just doesn't make sense here. You know what I mean? Like, because if you ask me, the only thing that these Democrats are trying to avoid is an audit, one that could potentially expose how many of them have actually enriched themselves during their time in office. Hey, by the way, guys, if you're one of the real ones who really enjoy what we do here on the channel, you've got to check out the Inner Circle. This is where where our true supporters get exclusive access to content that I just can't share here, completely commercial free. It's also the best way to keep this channel going strong. So if you want to be a part of something special, join us over there. Links in the description or in the pinned comment down below. In a post shared by Elon Musk on X, it's alleged that a lot of politicians are worth so much more than what they make per year. Now, here's a small snippet of this list. Nancy Pelosi, with a net worth of $202 million, she makes $223,000 annually. Mitch McConnell makes $200,000, yet has a net worth of $95 million. Chuck Schumer has a net worth of $75 million while making $210,000 per year. And Senator Elizabeth Warren's net worth is estimated at $67 million while she makes $285,000 per year. Now, for context, in order to make this much money, Senator Elizabeth Warren, she would have to be in office for the next 235 years. And it's not just senators that are raking in all this cash. You've also got different governors and members of the House who are worth millions upon millions of dollars. Now, I've also got to note that this is not just Democrats that are on this list. There's a good number of Republicans there too, which led to Elon Musk asking this question. It's not like these politicians started companies or were NBA all-stars, so where did they get all this money? Does anybody know? So I get why these lawmakers are suddenly anti-Musk all of a sudden, right? There's also the concern regarding disaster relief money being used for illegal immigrants, a discovery that's now led to people getting fired.
4 employees from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, have been fired for using government money to pay for luxury hotels for migrants, according to a spokesperson. The Department of Homeland Security says the firings include FEMA's chief financial officer, 2 analysts, and a grant specialist. She says the use of government money was discovered by Elon Musk, who noticed the expenditure in the agency's Shelter and Services program, which provides money for temporary housing for migrants released by Customs and Border Protection. The spokesperson saying, quote, DHS will not sit idly by and allow deep state activists to undermine the will and safety of the American people, end quote.
Many people say that firing these people from their jobs is not fair, especially for the American people who paid for their wages. Now, Representative Mike Lauer was on Fox News recently to talk about this, suggesting that illegal immigrants are being taken care of as Democrats want them to be future voters. Watch.
These funds have been misappropriated going back to the Biden administration, and New York City, a sanctuary city, has been wasting billions of dollars of taxpayer money, billions with a B, to provide free housing, clothing, food, education, and health care to illegal immigrants, including criminal aliens that are here illegally. And so, I applaud, frankly, DHS for taking action to stop these payments under President Trump's leadership, because we have incentivized cities like New York and states like New York, a sanctuary state, to allow this to continue, and it has to stop.
Look, it cost New York, and it's a little selfish of us, billions of dollars because the water was wide open for 4 years. And the mayor that spoke up got exiled in the Democratic Party. Ironically, he's about to be I guess, in a way, pardoned or protected by this president, who sees a lot of the targeting of Mayor Eric Adams as the same thing that happened to him.
No question. Eric Adams spoke out against what the Biden administration was doing. He said that the migrant crisis was, quote unquote, destroying New York City. Kathy Hochul authorized billions of dollars of state taxpayer money to pay for all these expenditures. Meanwhile, she's fleecing hardworking New Yorkers $2,500 just for the privilege of driving to work. It really just speaks volumes to how inept, incompetent, and corrupt New York has become under feckless leadership.
Right.
We have to stop this massive influx at the border, which is what President Trump is doing. But we have to stop incentivizing states and cities like New York by spending billions, and in this case from FEMA, $59 million to support their efforts to circumvent federal law. That's really what this boils down to. States like New York are circumventing federal law, allowing illegal immigrants to get benefits and access to taxpayer money.
All right, so let's talk about something else that's just bizarre that's happening in New York. New York's top court set to consider non-citizen voting in New York City elections today. Get this. Non-citizens, you don't belong here, you're not registered, blowing off court appearance, doesn't matter. That would add 800,000 non-citizen voters. Why is this even a discussion?
It shouldn't be. New York Republicans fought back against this effort several years ago. We were victorious in the lower court and the appellate division, and now it goes to the Court of Appeals. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit concerned because the New York Court of Appeals has been corrupted by Kathy Hochul and New York Democrats. This is why they tried to gerrymander our maps again last year. They added people who are way too progressive for the court to try and move the court in a different direction. I am concerned, certainly, that the Court of Appeals will make a political decision and not follow the Constitution. It is very clear. Non-citizens do not have the right to vote in our elections, period. There's a reason New York is a sanctuary state and city, though. And the reason is they want illegal immigrants counted as part of the census. That gives them more congressional seats and it gives them more electoral votes. That's what this all boils down to. They want them to be able to vote in our elections.
It really starts to make sense once you start to piece the puzzle together, right? Because you wouldn't vote for the people that are trying to get you deported, would you? No, of course not. You're not going to vote for candidates that want to put the American people first, which makes this situation that much more frustrating. But here's the message from the White House. We voted for change. According to Elon Musk, that's exactly what we're going to get.
Say that you're orchestrating a hostile takeover of government and doing it in a non-transparent way. What's your response to that criticism?
Well, first of all, you couldn't ask for a stronger mandate from the public. The public voted, we have a majority of the public voting for President Trump. We won the House, we won the Senate. The people voted for major government reform. There should be no doubt about that. That was on the campaign. The president spoke about that at every rally. The people voted for major government reform, and that's what people are going to get. They're going to get what they voted for. And a lot of times, people that don't get what they voted for, but in this presidency, they are going to get what they voted for. And that's what democracy is all about.
Do you guys agree with Elon Musk here? Now, I want you guys to check out a previous live stream I did. I covered the planned attacks that's supposedly being planned by Mexican cartels against Border Patrol agents. Things are becoming very tense at the border, guys, as the Trump administration continues to remove illegal immigrants from our country. But as always, guys, thanks for your time. Thanks for hitting the like button and subscribing. We'll see you next time.